Hmm.
because these two guys got murdered.
Hey man, the man was doing his job. He was doing what he's supposed to do.
Sure, but his boss literally told him what happened, which was hilarious to me.
Yeah.
In the first episode, and he had it right to
Oh yeah.
the to the scene. If I get murdered,
Yeah.
I'm getting murdered for a good reason. I'm surprised I haven't gotten in an accident yet for all the shit I've talked about, like Saudi Arabia. You know what I
Hey,
mean?
quick second, t-shirt idea. If I ever get murdered, just know I got murdered for a reason.
For a
That's
good
one of the
reason.
most insane quotes
Yeah.
I've ever heard in this podcast. What's
What's
up,
up,
Hunter?
everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Los Wise Guys podcast. I am one of your hosts, Eslam, aka Rod, God of the Sun, accompanied by Dan, Papa Sunkiller, and Danny, aka Emperor Disco. How's it going, fellas?
What's up, gentlemen? Glad to be here. Another week for the books.
Yeah, no, it's going good. I'm standing up, but I'm not tired yet. Let's see how long that lasts.
Yeah, for real.
You're,
Um,
you're a true fighter, kid.
Before we get started with the main with the main topic for today, which will be reviewing the first three episodes of Andor, the new season on Disney Plus. Please like, subscribe, and share. Comment below. Give us a subscribe and a like. They are free for you, and it helps us immensely. Go check out the Los Wise Guys website, loswiseguys.com. We have a bunch of new content going up every week. And go check out our social medias. Let's jump into Andor series episodes 1 through 3. So let's start with initial thoughts of the series. Who would like to go
All right,
first?
you go.
Go for
Um,
it.
yeah, so I literally saw all of it this morning. It starts off slow. I'm enjoying it for the most part because you know me, I like the talking. I like the talking. So that's what I'm seeing so far. I like Diego Luna's character. I do like Cassian Andor. I see a lot of what they're doing with the flashbacks and trying to figure stuff out. I mean, it's not the most exciting show. Like I can't pretend like it is, but I feel like it's getting there. Like I know we're not going to get into spoiler territory just yet, but at the end of the third episode, you see where the show's going. Like you see where they're going to move on to from where we've been. Just these first three episodes were literally just getting us there. You know,
Yeah.
setting up the story to get us to where we need to go. But for the most part, I'm enjoying it. I'm having a good time with it.
So a quick little background of the show. It's set 5 years prior to the events of Rogue One.
Yep,
Uh,
five BBY
yeah.
before the
So
Battle of Yavin.
okay.
You just curse at me?
I don't know. He's
I
just
needed to
started.
know this to teach my sister Star Wars. I needed to know what their thing was.
Like, oh, okay.
Was it like a star calendar?
Yeah,
Yeah, I guess.
it's the Battle of Yavin. That's the big battle at the end of episode 4. So this takes place 5 years before then, and then anything
Mm.
after is ABY after the Battle of Yavin.
Oh, okay, I get it.
Oh, cool. Okay. So,
Some fun fact shit right there.
for me, it's enjoyable, but unfortunately, I've been so tired and distracted and just, life. I wasn't able to concentrate too much while watching the show.
Hmm.
So I didn't get to fully enjoy it. I honestly don't even almost understand exactly what was happening because I couldn't pay attention that well to it.
Awesome.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I kind of got the gist of everything. I kind of get it, but again, it's a little slow, which is fine for me. The dialogue is great, but at the same time, it's like I got so much going on that I can't even concentrate properly on the show, which is very
Yeah.
disappointing because
Yeah.
so far all I've been reading is that this is the Star Wars show that we've been waiting for.
Yeah.
Like
Oh, I'm
this
enjoying
is
this more than any other Star Wars show they've made so far.
and that's
Easily.
what literally every single review
Hmm.
headline has been that I've read. So it sucks that I can't enjoy it as much,
Hmm.
but I'm glad everybody else is enjoying it. So
Just happy
you
for
know,
everybody else.
I'm happy
Like,
for everybody
you
else.
guys do you. I'm happy.
Hopefully I'll get there. It's not that I hate it. I just haven't reached that level yet.
Bro, life is just hitting all of us like just hard. right now. So it's like
Oh
I
yeah,
literally was like, I need to watch this for the podcast. I haven't seen anything. I have like one day to watch this. Just scheduled myself as like I'm gonna wake up at 6 a.m. watch every single episode because I know I'm not gonna have any other time to do it. So
yeah.
I was like half asleep watching this. So I got the gist of
Nice.
it, but I was still in the process of waking up as I was watching it.
I was just telling Aslam I thought today was Wednesday, so I had only seen one of the episodes, and then
Bro,
I
we're all
realized
messed up.
halfway during the
Yo,
day I
we
was like, "Oh
fucked up
snap!
hard.
I gotta finish these episodes." So I just like
Oh man.
cut my day a little short to catch these episodes, and so I'm pretty fresh on them. And honestly, it's really slow in the beginning. After the first two episodes, I didn't know if I was gonna like the show.
Mhm.
But then on that third episode, I felt like it really kicked into gear, and you could I don't know. One of y'all said you can actually see the direction of the show, and then I was
Mhm.
like, oh okay, this. Uh, Now I see the potential of this show, and honestly, I'm still on the fence about it. But after that third episode, I'm definitely like I want to give it more, see where it's going, give it more of a chance. But those
Mhm.
first two episodes, I mean, they were very slow, very slow. I mean, I'm all for like the talking and the dialogue, but it was like it was it was just very slow.
There's
There was like
literally no action.
nothing happening
Yeah.
except just like finding out little tidbits here and there, and then just kind of like still left in mystery at the end of the episode. I was just like, what the hell? I want more. Um,
Does anybody know if this is a limited series or is it like a season one and we might get a season two?
We can find out.
I'm wondering because it says 5 years, right? So they can there could be a lot happening within those 5 years that they can build up to Rogue One, and then to the events of Rogue One, and then everybody dies. But spoilers.
Potentially, we don't know. Watch the movie and find out.
So it'd be interesting to see if they're just gonna do this limited series of episodes where the whole season is gonna cover the 5 years going up to Rogue One, or is it just gonna be like a 1 year or a year and a half or whatever, however long it is of the story, and then jump in? Because in the three episodes, they're simultaneously telling two stories.
I
So,
do potentially have an answer for you, Eslam.
what do you see?
So, first three, the rest of the episodes will be released weekly. Okay. A second 12 episode season is in development, which will conclude the series and lead into the events of Rogue One.
All right, so we're getting two seasons covering the 5 years, which okay. So that makes me happy. I know how long it's gonna be, and I know
They have an end date in mind. They have an end
yeah.
goal in mind. They
So
know where
how
they're
many
ending it.
episodes is this season?
I don't know. The next season is 12.
Yeah,
I could try to find out this one if you just 12.
it's 12. So so they're gonna tell 5 years in 24 episodes, pretty much, right? Stories of 5 years and
Remember,
24
things are always
episodes.
yeah.
subject to change. That's the only issue.
I
We
mean,
want more.
if they're already planning, I mean, you're right, but if they're already planning to conclude it at, I mean, yeah,
You never know. By
yeah,
the end of this season, like this is our best hit show. We want to
yeah,
keep it going. Okay, like
yeah. Make it
let's go
three
more than
seasons. Yeah,
I
exactly.
think it definitely has the potential. Like these, it might have just been a slow start, and then now it's like I said, kicking into gear, and now we're gonna see some more. I still want some dialogue, but I also want to see like I don't know stuff happen.
I mean, Rogue One was started off pretty slow with whispers of like
And
the
it's like the perfect movie.
yeah, like it started off with like them going around collecting intel. There were like whispers in the underground of like
Yeah.
this planet killer and like all these things that happen and in that movie it slowly built up and it was like almost a thriller where it was slowly building and building and building and building till they can get these plans and then you finally get to see like the Death Star not even at full strength and like destroy this whole town.
Hmm.
um, and it was phenomenal
Yeah.
the way they did it. And I feel like now because they have 12 hours, this might seem longer, but it looks like they're following the same formula of very slow, and then it's slowly gonna every episode is gonna start picking up more and more
Yeah.
and more and more till it reach that crescendo of the season finale of Andor for the first season.
Hmm.
Um, So and episode 3 did start picking up a lot more, and yes, you get to see where the story is heading. So let's jump into some spoilers and
I
talk a little
just
bit
want to
about the
mention
story.
real quick. One thing I do like about the show before we do get into spoilers is it's not necessarily 12 hours. They do the thing that I enjoy,
All
where
right,
it's just
each
like
episode is different.
not every episode needs to hit a certain mark. Like I
Honestly,
always appreciate when a show does
yeah.
that, where it's just like because one of them's like 37 minutes.
Yeah.
It's like if you don't need to waste our time, don't waste our time. Just give us what
Yeah,
we
yeah.
want. And I always appreciate it. If you feel it needs to be over an hour, go over an hour. But if you
Yeah.
feel you could get it done in 20, do it in 20. Just tell us the
I,
story you
I
want to tell us.
yeah, you're right. I'm not gonna be like they did this many minutes
Well,
of
obviously, but
yeah.
I
I'm
just
just
want to
like
point out like
yeah, yeah.
that
But
they I just want to
yes,
mention that they do the format that I enjoy, where
that which I do
you know
enjoy too. The episode doesn't the story of the episode doesn't have to fit an hour formula. It fits what it needs to fit.
exactly
There's no
So
fluff scenes. It's all just what exactly what needs to be told, and that's
exactly.
that's the beauty of it.
I want to
yeah.
point out there is one point in one of the episodes where I was extremely bored with. I want to see if you guys could guess which part that was.
Oh, the third episode, towards the end.
No, you got it.
Yep.
I
So all right, let's
As soon as
jump
the
in.
action started up, I was like, I don't want to see that shit.
like the third episode because they were finally giving us some answers. That's what I
Yeah.
really liked. I felt like
I
after the
just
first two episodes, I like you could tell, but like I still didn't really know anything. So I was just like, God, I don't know. I need a little more, a little more
I
to
mean,
work with.
I love the third episode just to see that dude's face at the end. It was so worth it. Just like
Oh,
that cop's face after realizing that he's been duped and he got his ass whooped.
my
Uh,
that, that
After
was
all
pretty good.
this justice that he was spewing for the last 3 episodes,
mhm.
because these two guys got
Hey
murdered.
man, the man was doing his job. He was doing what he's supposed to do.
Sure, but his boss literally told him what happened, which was hilarious to me.
Yeah.
In the first episode, and he had it right to
Oh yeah.
the to the scene. He
Yeah.
was just like, yeah, they were probably just being assholes. They've picked with the wrong guy, tried to fuck with him, and they
Yeah.
got killed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just like I was like, damn. I
I
was like,
mean,
that's good.
that's one of the things. I was gonna wait till get into it, but like that's one of the things I definitely like. I do enjoy that character. I enjoy the cop character.
Yeah.
I like him and I like Cassian because it's like literally in their mind. Well, Cassian's not there yet. He's going to get there to the point where he's like, I'm doing what I feel is right.
Hmm.
And this cop, he's doing what he feels is right. Hey, he's like, hey, these people in my department, these coworkers of mine got killed in cold blood, and we're not going to investigate it. No, I need to
Yeah.
know why my coworkers just got murdered. I want to know what this situation is. So it's like I do like that the dueling sides where they both
Yeah.
think that they're in the right, which is always great for storytelling, especially like the best villains are the villains who think that they're in the right. You know what I'm saying? So I
Yeah.
do enjoy that aspect of it.
I don't even think they're like villains. I feel like both of them are honestly good people. They're just like
Honestly,
their
yeah, it was just yeah,
perspectives and their morality are just kind of
Well,
like
those
you're
guys
saying.
aren't the Empire, right? So they're
they're
like
like the first line of defense, and they're like a security company, if anything.
yeah, and I mean probably work with the Empire. They're under the Empire, whatever. They're an outsourced security, whatever
They're
force,
rent-a-cops.
police force, whatever you want to call them, by the Empire. But
That's
they're not
literally
the
what we used to
Empire
do.
themselves. Yeah, and and it's just like, yeah, why would you put yourself through that? Uh, like like just putting yourself in danger for no reason, even if you're not the Empire, if you're not. So, like, I never did that when I worked security. I'm like, fuck this shit.
It's just a
I'm
job.
not getting paid
It's just a
enough.
job. Yeah,
Yeah,
but at the same time, Esla, I worked with you. If somebody murdered you, I want to know why. I'm gonna go
I was
out. I'm gonna.
probably being a piece of shit.
Yeah, but I want. I mean, I want to investigate it. Like, I want to know what happened. Why were you being a piece of shit?
I
Like,
mean, sure, yeah,
was
I
it
would do
was
this. I
murder
would do this.
necessary? Like,
I
you
would
do the
do the
same for
same
me.
for
I'd
you.
hope. Yeah.
Listen, man, like you
After he
know me pretty.
investigates, he's just like, I guess he did deserve it. Oh
Like, I
well.
guess he was a dick.
You know me pretty well.
Yeah.
Like if I get murdered,
Yeah.
I'm getting murdered for a good reason. I'm surprised I haven't gotten like in an accident yet for all the shit I've talked about, like Saudi Arabia. You know what I
Hey,
mean?
quick second. T-shirt idea. If I ever get murdered, just know I got murdered for a reason.
For a
That's
good
one of the
reason.
most insane quotes
Yeah.
I've ever heard in this podcast.
Like for the most part, like I'm a pretty chill, cool, nice dude. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
don't try to be an asshole. So if I make someone get to the point of like murdering me, it's like they had a good reason. They
You were
had a good
asking
reason.
for it.
They
You
had a
heard
good
you heard
reason.
you have it on official content. If Vesselov gets murdered, you don't really have to do an investigation. Like, you know what? He probably deserves it. Let's just all move on.
I mean, if I do get murdered, it's probably like because of all the shit that I keep consistently talking about
It's that
on
damn
Saudi
skeptical eye.
Arabia.
That
Yeah.
skeptical eye. That got you in
After
I
trouble.
after next year, Nadia is going to be the first suspect.
Yeah, yeah.
Pretty
Actually,
much.
now she's gonna. We're not technically. We're engaged, so she is the first suspect right now.
No,
Anyways, so you know.
no.
I see. I see.
Yeah.
Speaking of murder, this is the perfect segue. I want to give a shout out to one of my coworkers.
Okay. Oh,
Today, today's his
he
birthday.
he murdered her person on phone
No, no, no.
today.
I just
Yeah.
figured he's gone out of the way to listen to the podcast, and he was like, "You guys, he enjoys it. Like, it's funny. He likes what we're doing." I was like, "He'd find this entertaining. We're talking about murder, so happy birthday, Duck." Yeah, it's Duck. That's his actual name. His
Duck,
last name. Yeah,
Did you look at his
as in
license?
Duck.
yeah. Really cool dude though. He's actually like my buddy. Like we're partnered up in class. He actually
What?
came up with the term that we could be called Team 3D or the Dudley Boys. I was like, Duck's a cool dude.
Yeah. I'm
Go
very
Duck.
interested in Duck right now. Let's hold off with Andor
let's
for a
talk about
second.
Duck.
Let's hold off Andor for a second. We'll get
Yeah.
back to Andor. Duck. Where does that name come from? Like, what ethnicity is Duck? Like,
Is it
Yeah, Duck.
Irish?
does
What
it?
is,
Duck
Is
what,
it?
what is
Duck's
duck?
African American. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That doesn't
I
explain
know it doesn't
anything.
explain it, but hey, man, it's a cool name, dude. Like, it's
I'm
not
not
even
saying
like.
it's not.
Oh,
I'm
I
just
know you're
very
not saying it's not,
interested
but it's one of
in.
those things where it's like I've never met somebody called Doug. I was like, it's pretty dope.
I'm
Like,
very curious
No,
in
for
like
real.
how his family got that last name. Like, was it
Anybody
like,
ever call
oh,
his family the Mighty Ducks?
how do you go with finding that out? Disco, how did your family get your last name?
well, it was someone's first name,
They just
and
took
and
it
it
one day.
becomes the last name. That's usually how it happens, right?
Well, depending, yeah,
Yeah,
sometimes.
depending on where. But like, this is. Okay. Um, I'm fly. Can we get Duck on the podcast so we can interview him on how he got
To
his last name?
I could ask him.
Where
Like
did it come
like I need to know. Duck, slide in my DMs. Tell
Mighty
me how you
Ducks.
got your last name. All right,
Oh man,
let's move on. Let's get back
no.
to Andor. So my man Andor here was chilling in this bar, which I think they were alluding that it was like a prostitute joint. Um,
Brothel is the word you're looking for, but yes,
brothel. Yes.
this man said a prostitute joint.
Listen, man, I like
He's
to
like
do
the hooker
things.
spot.
You don't want to go to a spot called the prostitute joint?
I don't know. I thought you were just concerned. You know where the hose be at? Like,
How many ways can you not say brothel? um,
Oh man.
oh,
where you
man.
going? To them hoes over there.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm just heading over to the BJ factory. But no, go ahead.
The gentleman's club.
the BJ factory.
Yeah,
I like that. I like that. But yeah, so Andor here, looking for his sister.
At the BJ factory.
Yeah. At the BJ factory.
you're not going to see a review for the show anywhere like this. Like, I'm telling
No.
you.
So, so in these 3 episodes, there's 2 stories being told simultaneously. The one of Andor's youth, where he was on this planet that looked like it was being stripped of its natural resources by the Empire or pre-Empire before it became the Empire to build all their ships and stuff. And then second is his story now of leading into Rogue One. So we're finding a little bit about his origins, plus what's happening to him now, which I thought was very interesting. It's very cool. So now we know he has a sister. He's looking for her. We got to see her in child form, and it looks like he's been searching for her for a while. He got a lead that she might be here, so he came. He's asking for her. He gets harassed by these 2 cops. He ends up killing them, and now he's on the run. So while he's on the run, he's trying to sell this one box that's
It's
not
MacGuffin.
traceable.
Yeah, it's
Huh?
just a MacGuffin.
Is that his middle name?
I'm saying
Man,
MacGuffin. You know the term MacGuffin. We
I
went
know,
to
I
film
know,
class. Come
I
on.
know, I know. I was saying, is that Duck's middle name?
Leave Duck alone.
MacGuffin
We're
duck.
talking about Andor.
I can't. I can't. Like,
See,
oh,
this is what you
actually,
did, Doug. You asked me to get a shout out. You knew something like
dude,
this was gonna happen.
if his first name was Duck and last name is McGuffin, that would have
Yeah.
been fucking
I'm
fantastic.
not gonna put his first name out there because, like,
No, no,
because
I'm not
everybody refers to
saying.
him as
I'm
Doug.
not
Yeah.
saying
No,
do
I got you.
so.
I got you.
It's
But
Donald.
Donald.
Oh man.
If
Sorry
it's not
for.
Mighty Duck or Donald Duck, I don't care.
Damn, now I want to know his first name. Can you put it
No.
in the chat? I won't
No,
say it.
I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do it to
Oh,
the band.
damn. No, no, not in the public
Oh, I
chat, the
know. I know what
private
you're
chat.
saying. I know.
Okay.
I know. I know. I know exactly what you're saying.
I would never say it, but all right. McGuffin Duck. We'll talk later. We'll talk later. Slide in the DMs, bro.
Jesus.
Here.
Say here, here.
That's
Oh, okay.
that's where you can go to slide in the DMs.
Also, don't forget to follow Mogar John, Mogar Badge,
Not
For the shout out.
because he's
oh
in there.
oh shit, wrong
He's the
one.
one who's put up.
Andor.
Oh, that's right.
Back
We're
to
talking about
Andor.
Andor.
Back to
Yeah,
Andor.
that's right. Yeah, so he's trying to find his sister. He killed the two guys, dealing with the MacGuffin. He's trying to escape. They put out a warrant for his arrest. I'm giving you the quick one. Then they come to arrest him, and then we have another player. I forget his name, but he was in Rogue One as well. Dan.
He was in. He was not in Rogue One. You're talking about the Skarsgård?
Yeah, he's not. He wasn't in Rogue One.
No,
Where? What was he in? Was he in another show?
that man's a famous actor. Like,
No, I know he was.
He was
I
in
know he's a.
Foundation.
No, no. Was he in any other Star Wars properties or?
no.
Oh shit. Okay, I thought he was. Never
He
mind.
is Rogue One.
Yeah, right.
I
Um,
just love the way he calls Cassian Andor, Cassian Andor, Cassian Andor.
Luthen Rail.
He's not a Skarsgård.
No, no, he is a Skarsgård.
Oh, okay,
Luthen
that's his
Rail
name
is
in the
his
thing.
character name.
That sounds like a real person.
Yeah, no,
I'm sorry, guys.
he's the father of the Skarsgårds. He is the Skarsgård.
Oh, is he? Oh,
Yeah,
damn.
that's the
He's
father.
Pappy
I did know
Skarsgård.
that. I did know that.
All right, I'm looking up the
Is he
character
father
now
to the
because
Skarsgård from True Blood?
Yeah,
yeah,
Oh,
him
damn. Oh, damn.
the
yeah.
actor Alexander Skarsgård, and then the guy from It also.
Pennywise. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Look at that guy
Yep.
go, man. He's just making winners over here.
Then there's
Yeah.
another Skarsgård that is not at all related to them, but he's an actor. I can't think of his name or what he's done, but there is another one that's not associated with them.
Back to Andor.
Yep.
We ain't never gonna talk about this show. Whoever's checking this out, we lied to you. Thanks for watching.
Okay. So here he's being shook down by these two guys for money he's owed, and then this big guy is just he's useless. He was making fun
Just
of him
standing
the whole
there.
time, and he's like, "Really, this is what you're doing now?"
He completely lost like his intimidation factor when
Yeah.
he was like, he just hired me to stand here. It's like it immediately just like allowed him to know like, oh, he ain't gonna do shit.
So they're on this planet that they are, and it's like almost like a ship graveyard where they're stripping things for parts, which seems like to happen a lot in the Star Wars universe. Someone's always in a fucking ship graveyard
Yeah, this reminded
stripping
me a
some.
lot of not Force Unleashed, the more recent one, Star Wars
Jedi Fallen Order.
Jedi Fallen Order. Thank you. Remember,
Yeah,
that's what
yeah.
the game starts off at.
Yep, that is exactly what the game starts off at. All right. So let's jump into episode 3 because that's where the real stuff goes down and where we get to see what the story's going to become. The police force shows up with like a dozen men, and they're looking for him. They go to where they thought he lived. They had a warrant for his arrest. They heard him speaking to the droid via a communicator. They track it to a warehouse. They go surround him. At that point, he's with Luthien, whatever, and he's talking to him, and he's trying to recruit him. Andor doesn't trust him, obviously, and they build a little trust after the conversation, and they escape. But before they escape, they start fucking shit up. They kill two other cops. They're bringing the house down. Apparently, they got an anonymous tip from this chick over here, her boyfriend, who was
What was her
jealous of
name? Bixby, something like that.
uh, Bix
Bix.
was her
Yeah,
nickname. I think her full name is one second.
Beatrix or something.
No, it is Bix. Yeah, yeah.
It's just
Bix.
Okay.
Bix. Okay.
Yeah, Bix Colleen.
Okay.
Mm. Yeah.
Um,
But Luthien captured Cassian's attention when he mentioned his father. Just a
yes.
small detail I just thought was worthwhile.
Yeah,
Um,
he said when they what was
when
it?
they were,
When they hung him, or
yeah, when they
Yeah, they
hung
hung
his
them. They
father.
out in the streets or out in the middle of the
yeah,
town, blah blah blah. Which is really cool because when you do all the flashbacks, where he's like with all the everybody else, they're all kids. There are no
yeah,
parents there. There are no adults. So
true.
who's to say if he even knows who his father is? You know what I'm
Very
saying?
true. Yeah,
So,
again, it looked like it was a mining planet because there was that giant mine that he stood there, and they gave you that sweeping shot, which was very beautiful. Well
Mhm.
done. Um,
oh yeah, totally.
and it was massive. Like they literally found like the largest deposit of whatever the fuck they were mining, and there's just a giant crater in the planet now.
The visuals on that were so sick. Kudos to them for that.
It was interesting though because I felt like they never. There was a mix of things in those flashbacks because they made them seem like they didn't know what technology was, but there's no way they were mining that much without technology.
I mean, were the kids mining?
No, but if they had access to the mine, they would have seen technology. Also, if they were getting the stuff off the planet, there would have been ships coming down and
Well,
up.
when they went
It
into
could
that
be from
crater, the
like a
crater was
fallen.
made from that spaceship that fell. So they'd never seen that spaceship before. Maybe there isn't technology. Remember, there was something crash
No, no,
landed in
no.
the
But
first episode.
there was that. Remember that mine that they saw, like that
No.
big hole in the ground. Remember when Cassian was just standing there and it looked out into like this giant mine.
Was it
No,
active though?
I
Like
it
just
w-
remember him
it
at
wasn't
the
active. It
ship
was
at the wreck.
so it could be from like a fallen society that they're just
Yeah.
like it could maybe something happened where like they died and that's why there's only kids. So maybe I don't know.
Yeah,
no,
honestly,
so
I
small.
really just more than anything, I remember the shipwreck, and then they're going to the shipwreck. That one kid gets killed, and then Cassian stays behind and goes in it.
Yeah, yeah, no, it was
Yeah.
Cassian who goes in, but
Yeah,
the no, but there's no way this mine isn't like they don't know about technology. There's just no way with the sheer size of this and the way it's stepped down. But I mean I'm nitpicking on some random shit, but
hmm
And they're using blow darts. I mean,
yeah, that's why.
maybe it's like maybe like our world. How you know how we have still indigenous like tribes still that have
yeah.
like spears and stuff. Maybe it's like if one of our ships crash landed on one of their territories.
Like again, my question is just like he was acting like he didn't know what technology was when the ship was there.
Yeah.
But you see how ginormous this mine is?
I mean,
Like for them
okay.
to mine it
Yeah, this is one of
and
those
get the
things though
stuff
where it's
off
just
the
like
planet.
we're definitely thinking too much into it.
Yeah, and that's
Like
what I do,
100%. Yeah.
that's just my retarded brain
What do you
working.
mean the spaceship can't go through these clouds?
Exactly. That was
I hate you for
nonsense.
that argument so much.
Am I wrong?
I didn't care. I didn't care then. I don't care now. I
Okay.
never cared.
Well, hey, I wasn't wrong. That
All
shit
right,
was ridiculous.
good for you. The movie still wasn't good, and not because of that.
What movie?
It's
Uh
Alien.
Promethean?
No, it was the one after Prometheus.
Oh, Prometheus. Whatever.
Man said Promethean.
Hey, man, I was close enough. All right, let's get back to Endor.
Yeah, let's
God.
try.
We keep- But yeah, why don't we just get into the end of episode 3?
Might as well.
Let's just do that.
That's yeah. The part I found like the most boring was the action scene. Like literally when they show these two on the speeder. For those of you who are just listening to the podcast version, check out our YouTube version. Just search those wise guys. There's an image right there where you have Mr. Skarsgård and Diego Luna. They're on the speeder, and then they cut to the cop that Eslam you were mentioning earlier, and he has that really sad face. I actually had to go back. Turns out I had started to fall asleep as soon as the guns started shooting. Like literally, as soon as the action started, my brain was like not interested. Started falling asleep. So I had to
Damn,
go
like
back. I was like,
it's
oh,
instant.
it's
yeah,
like it's
blew
nap
up the
time.
ship. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. The moment it's like, oh, guns, fires, explosions. Who cares? I'm going to sleep. I want to see people talking.
They're
yeah. But
talking with their blasters.
so where do you guys think the show's going for the rest of the season?
They're trying to recruit Cassie into the rebellion. Like that's a given.
That's what it looks like.
No, yeah, definitely. Yeah, I completely agree. I don't know what else there could be,
Yeah, I was
but
like, what else?
obviously,
Like, what do you want me to say? Like, bro, like that's it.
I don't know.
Some wild, crazy theory.
A couple of more sentences other than they're recruiting him, but yeah,
Like,
that's what's
I
happening.
think I'm gonna go ahead and speculate that perhaps in one of the future episodes they might try to see if Cassian's gonna be able to join their ranks. How's that?
And then
Yeah,
they're
no,
gonna
that's a
summon
lot better.
Shenron.
Well, from the cast of the show that's been released, we have Mon Mothma is going to show up, and we also have Saw Gerrera.
Forrest Whitaker,
So,
baby.
yep. So it's going to be very interesting to see whether those two are going to cross paths, or what's going to be the role of. Well, we already know what Mon Mothma's role is because she's the leader of the rebellion. It's going to be interesting to see if Saw Gerrera is going to interact with Mon Mothma, and if Mon Mothma and Saw Gerrera are gonna be kind of competing for Cassian to be on their team,
Yeah,
right?
I can see that.
Now Saw Gerrera is also rebellion, but he does things in
They're the
another
gorilla.
way.
They're the
Yeah,
gorilla ones. Like they, I mean,
exactly.
light spoilers for Rogue One. When you meet Saw Gerrera and his crew, like they've almost been like excommunicated from the rebellion,
Yeah.
normal rebellion because they're too insane. Their tactics are too extreme. So I'm almost positive that at this point, I think Saw Gerrera's unit is still part of the overall regular rebellion. And I'm thinking if this is going to lead up into Rogue One, like they're saying, at some
Hmm.
point in the show, you're going to see Saw Gerrera and a few people just split off and form their own
Yeah,
unit within the.
that would be nice to see. That
I
would be
think
nice to
that's what
see
we're gonna
that.
get, and
Yeah.
you'll probably see Cassian. Because remember, even when we see Cassian the first time in Rogue One, literally the first thing we see him do is he's talking to a guy who's giving him this information, and he's just like, "Hey, let's climb out of here." And the guy's like, "I can't climb. I have a broken leg." And he's like, "Oh," Cassian's like, "All right, don't worry, I'll take care of that," and then murders the guy right there.
Yeah.
Like the first thing we see, like Cassian's not the coolest dude. He's just like he just needs to survive. Like he's
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
about getting things done. So he might actually be with Gerrera for a little bit, but maybe Gerrera would be a little too extreme for him even. So we'll see where that
Well, not
goes.
really, because we saw that same
In
thing
the
in the
beginning of the
first
show, where he shot
episode,
two
right?
people,
Yeah.
but
So he's
there was a little bit of regret in his face, in his
there
eyes this
was a
time.
little bit of regret.
In
Uh,
Rogue One, he was just like, "Hey man, it's you or me. I gotta kill you."
yeah, yeah, definitely. And
And that guy was not a bad guy.
we're gonna see that evolution in personality probably for mission after mission.
Hmm.
Uh, just him getting hardened, and we'll probably because I did see him in the trailer in the uniform, so we'll probably get to see him infiltrate at some point the Empire.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. It looks like it's gonna be a great show, and I can't wait to see more. Hopefully, I'll be able to pay attention so I can enjoy it
Wake up at
as I
6
should.
a.m. It works.
I already do to get to work, bro, and I'll be
Wake up at
watching
3
this
a.m. It's gonna
on the
work.
train.
Wake up
Well,
at
I
3
need to
a.m.
sleep at some point, so
Don't.
or else I'm not
Don't be
gonna.
a bitch. Wake up at 2 a.m.
One thing I do want to see, I don't know if they're gonna do it. It would be a cool nod. I want to see K2SO. I want K2SO in the show at some point.
He is gonna be in here.
K2SO is gonna be in it.
Yes,
Awesome.
Alan
Okay.
Tutki K2SO. Yeah,
Spell it for me, please. His last name.
Tudyk
Tudyk.
Tudyk. Thank you,
Man, I said Tucky.
Alan Tudyk,
I knew the
A-
name, but you said it
aka
so weird, I
Tutki.
forgot it.
Yeah, you're welcome. But yeah, he's gonna be in it.
Alan Tudyk's
K2SO.
one of those not respected actors who should be given the world. Just want to point that
Yeah,
out.
no, he's phenomenal.
He's such a
Uh,
good actor.
yeah.
He's another Clancy Brown, whose name I did remember.
You heard
Oh,
that
right,
right.
Clancy
I
Brown.
was gonna
Okay.
explain it to you. I was like, I'm gonna give you 2 more
I got it. I
seconds.
got it. I got it. I got there. Thank you for the extra 2 seconds.
I was like, you can't let me down on this. Come on.
We just
He,
saw him in Dexter,
he
guys.
scared me.
If you
I
don't
felt like
remember.
there was some dial-up action there. I was like, he's not gonna get it.
Just heard like.
All right.
Oh, man.
Final thoughts about Andor? Anything else you guys want to say?
Just to overall summarize everything, pretty much the whole episode. Slow start, but the third episode, everything starts to kick into gear. And so, with that said, I am looking forward to the rest of the season, and I'm looking to see what kind of story they're trying to tell with this. I felt disappointed with the slow start, but I mean, there was tidbits there, and it's definitely worthwhile watching. But it could be a turnoff to some people. Just saying. But long story short, I'm excited to see where it's going.
Like I said, I am enjoying it. I am having fun with it. I am enjoying all the, I guess you could say, the lore building and talking and stuff like that. This is set in I'm happy to assume many people's favorite era of Star Wars, like right
Mhm.
around like episodes 4, 5, 6, around there.
Mhm.
So I always like seeing this area explored. Before I wanted to see what was happening after, we got so much of that. I was like, all right, now let's just go deeper into this. I am glad to see that. I always find these movies and shows and stuff where they're just like building the rebellion, or you see the rebellions like starting to form and stuff like that. I always found those to be really interesting. Even like a lot of people hate on Solo, but Solo has that as well, and I always appreciated that in that movie. But yeah, no, I'm curious to see where this goes.
Solo.
I don't hate Solo like
Solo
that.
was weird, man. There were so many things in there that didn't need to be there,
I agree. Hey, there was
and
3 different directors by the end of it.
that makes sense.
Like there
Makes a
was the
lot of
2
sense.
brothers who I think did like comedies or something. They started it, and there was just so many issues they had with Disney. They walked away, and then they brought in Ron Howard to finish it. That's
That
almost like doing
ending,
the bill at
though,
that point.
that ending with the fucking whales in space was interesting.
I
Or
thought you were
that
gonna say the Darth Maul thing, but yeah,
creature. There was a Darth Maul thing in there?
Darth Maul's in Solo.
Wow, I do not remember this movie.
Am I surprised? But,
Really? Darth Maul was in Solo?
so when what's her name? Khaleesi. I can't remember her name right
Okay.
now.
Amelia Clark.
Thank you, Amelia Clark. When she like kind of turns on Han, and they're just like, "Hey, she killed her boss was," and she's
Hmm.
like, "I'm gonna be the top of like this gang or whatever." She's speaking to the person who's actually above her in the gang. There is one person ahead, and then they like pan over, and you see it's Maul, no longer Darth, just Maul at this point, and he's just like, "Hey, what's up? I got legs. What's good?" And then they kind of kept going from there.
Oh, they actually show
They
Maul?
showed Darth Maul in the movie, yes.
You sure it wasn't
Bro,
his cousin?
no, it
Bro,
wasn't.
how do I not like? I feel like this is something important for them to
Yeah,
show Maul live action, and why don't I remember this?
yes, this is the only other movie that has Darth Maul, not
Did he
Episode
say
One.
he was Maul?
No, he is Maul. Like,
He
so look
didn't
up the
say
picture.
it.
You can find a picture and share it. Like,
Yeah, let me look it up.
I could look it up if you want to. You haven't given your final thoughts yet, Eslam. If you want to do that,
Nah, I'm already looking it up. Here, look, Darth Maul Solo. Oh, it was a hologram. I mean, I still don't remember this, but oh, let me show it to the people.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like the people would like to see it. Once again, if you are some of the people that are just listening to this on the podcast format, sucks to be you. You should have been checking us out on YouTube or watching us live on twitch.tv/those wise guys.
But also, thanks for checking us out on whatever you're checking us out on.
I was hoping somebody was going to save it because I was just going to insult them and leave it like
Nah, fuck it. That's what they get.
watching us on YouTube, you people. Head over to our the other thing. What's that called? The podcast. Head over to the podcast platforms. It listens. I appreciate you looking at our ugly faces, but just listen to our sexy voices while you're at it.
So
That could be anybody.
here's Maul.
That's Darth Biggie Smalls.
You want to know how you know it's Darth Maul? You want to know how you know for a fact it's Darth Maul? Hit play, Eslam.
This what? It's not a video.
Why don't you have the video? Why did you pull up the
He
image
said
and not
to
the
him-
video, bro?
He
You said a
like-
video? I don't remember you saying a video. I said image. Like I was like,
I
I
hate you.
found an image and you were
I
like,
hate
hit
Everything
play.
that you choose to be.
That was the biggest letdown of the century.
I've never been so
He said,
upset
"Hit
in my
play,
life.
hit play,
Let me
baby."
watch
He's
this
like, you
ad
want?
real quick.
He's like, no, I
Let me
love the
watch this
build up.
ad.
I love the build up too, bro. He was like, you want to know how that's small? You want to know? Yo, click play, Eslam.
It's just a picture. God damn.
We've literally said multiple times, I'm looking up a picture. Why would you think it's a video?
Because I
That's
thought you were
on
better
you.
than that. I
That's
thought
on
you were
you,
better
bro.
than that, Islam. That's why.
That's on you. You
Get
look
that
up a
out of here. I'm
video.
sharing my screen. By the way, I didn't even confirm that this is the correct video, so we'll see.
Oh,
Wonder Twin powers activate.
Yes.
I regret to inform you that Dryden Voss is dead. Murdered by the thief he hired to steal the coaxium shipment, his friend, Tobias Beckett.
Is that so? Where is the shipment now?
Gone. Beckett took
Man, it looks like they called him on the
Slaughtered
toilet.
I alone survived.
Yeah.
One man couldn't have done this alone.
I wasn't there. But if I had been, perhaps I could have saved him.
Bring the ship and come to me on Dathomir, and you and I will then decide what to do about the traitor Beckett and his accomplices.
I'm on my way.
Kira, you and I will be working much more closely from now on.
he didn't say he was Maul.
He showed the double-sided lightsaber.
Yeah.
That's what I was alluding to.
Why did he need to do that? I don't know.
That could be
I don't know.
anybody.
He didn't. Literally, because there's people like Disco in the world who's like, I don't know. Oh, no, that's a double-sided lightsaber. Never mind. That's Darth Maul.
No, it's still an imposter. He didn't say it.
Nah, that was Maul. That
It's
laugh
100%
was
Maul.
classic
Like, you see the
Maul.
legs. Like, he had the mechanical legs and everything. Like,
It was
they did
his
everything
cousin.
possible.
He borrowed his lightsaber. It could be
Well, to
anything.
show that it's
This
Darth
is all
Maul.
speculation. There's no.
You
hard
heard
evidence.
his legs too.
Yeah, it was just like,
Yeah,
that's
it was,
obviously
I
Darth
do
Maul.
not
Like,
remember
the only other one it could have been is what's his face, from Clone Wars,
Savage.
who's yellow. Yeah, Savage. Who's definitely not Savage.
But yeah, no, I do not remember that scene whatsoever. I might have not finished Solo.
We came out so many years ago. Yeah, no, Cassian Andor, pretty good show.
Yeah, we really enjoyed Cassian Andor. Can't wait for the rest of it, and tune in for the finale when we review that too.
If you like the way we reviewed this show, you should go check out how we reviewed Lord of the Rings: The Rings of Power.
Yeah,
Go to
which
YouTube and
actually,
check that out.
yeah, there's gonna be another. Yeah, there should be another video out there. Both go check out both those videos.
There you go. Check out both
Yeah.
the videos.
All right. You guys.
guys
All right, Disco, you go first.
What is this?
Here we go. My first story is my only story actually is Bad Baby
I might have to dip, guys.
was invited by Oxford to give a speech, and I was just blown away by this because this is the Catch Me Outside girl, and it just blows my mind how you can get this famous by saying "Catch Me Outside."
Isn't
She
she like
really-
hugely successful right now? Like she's like a billionaire or millionaire or something.
Yeah,
She's
from
definitely a
OnlyFans. Yeah,
Yep.
she got on OnlyFans when she
so-
turned 18.
I'm assuming
And,
that's the knowledge that they want her to drop, never give up, Cash Me Outside. But other
Get on
people
Dr.
that
Phil.
have given this speech are like Reagan, Nixon, Carter, Clinton, Queen Elizabeth II,
Nice.
Einstein, it's a lot
And
of
now
people,
Bad Baby.
a lot of prestigious
Maybe
people.
named like one or two people I have respect for in that entire list anyway. So it's like you're
Oh,
listing
man.
names. I was like, no, I
Malcolm
see it.
X.
I see this.
Yeah, but it's
now,
like-
now you're hitting real people. Malcolm
But
X.
like the other ones, whether you have respect for them or not, were like presidents. They were like,
Distinguished people in
Yeah.
history. Bad Baby, Catch Me
Sadly,
Outside.
in 2022, she's a bigger deal than our current president, probably. So
Yeah. Well, our current president is
that
mentally
man is trying to find
challenged,
his way out of his bedroom right now.
That
Like I don't
man
know.
like me.
is has worse dementia than me.
Yeah, for real.
One day we're
Um,
gonna log on and he's gonna be the fourth square, just like trying to give State of the Union. Like, bro, bro,
Oh man, my
we'll
favorite
take
wrong,
you.
video
But
is
like,
of him where he's like,
wrong
"This
link.
can only be summed up in one word," and he's like, "It's like, yo, what was the word?" I still don't even think they like translated. I really
oh,
want to know what he was saying.
bro, our country's a joke. Like,
Oh, 100%. Especially if someone like this is given the a speech at Oxford.
Oh
It's
man,
like if you win the genetic lottery, you say some ratchet shit and put it online and you get famous, then you could become a millionaire.
see, I think the way we should probably attend this, um, for one of two reasons.
Why you want to know how to do an OnlyFans?
One, we could try to learn from this because it could possibly benefit us. Or two, the much more fun reason, we could act like the Muppets, the two old men who talk trash to everybody who's on stage the whole time. We could just be them,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
just talk, and then record ourselves
Uh,
doing it, and then we
you
I'm
guys
become
down.
famous and we give a
fly all the way
speech.
to Oxford for that.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, I'm sure it'll be televised or at least on YouTube.
yeah,
We
True,
can
true,
talk about
true.
it.
yeah.
But
Very true.
yeah,
Well, I'm very curious to see what she's gonna say. This is such like a once in a lifetime type thing. Is the point I was trying to make, and all these prestigious people have done it and killed it, and now it's Bad Baby's turn, and so let's
yeah.
see what she's got. And
God, I hope she does some wild shit.
Does she spell her name incorrectly as well?
oh, terribly wrong, terribly wrong. It's so bad.
I was
It's
just
B
making a joke.
H
I
A
love
D
this.
BHABIE or some shit like that. It's wild.
Oh,
Bro,
okay.
it's 7 letters. Why'd she make it
Bah-
13?
it's Bahad Bahabi.
She like added extra letters. That's not even like you're
Nice.
supposed to save yourself time.
Well, honestly, in the English language, you get silent letters all the time for no reason. So, I mean, technically, she's not wrong. So,
I mean, she's so unique.
yeah, like all the others.
Hey, maybe we should change our shit. Put random H's, and then we'll get invited to Oxford and make millions.
Yeah,
Be
maybe they'll
like
invite us from this Andor
Lahos
review.
Wahais Gahais.
I got some quick news as well. We got a new trailer of Hellraiser, the series coming to Hulu, uh, which we will be doing a reacts to. So go check that out on YouTube. But what do you guys think of the show? What do you guys think of what's gonna be happening? What's coming? I've never seen the original, so I have no idea what even Hellraiser is about. So,
It's about like a box or a cube. It's like a
hmm
puzzle, and if you solve it, Hellraiser gets to come out, and
Pinhead?
Pinhead, yeah, Pinhead.
hmm
Um, but there's also like demons and crazy shit, and
so it's
I
kind of
don't
like
know.
a
I'm
Pandora's box type of thing.
Yeah.
kind of, yeah.
Okay.
With that being said, I'm a huge horror fan. I've never seen a full Hellraiser movie in my life.
There's more than
I
one.
oh yeah,
Oh
Yeah.
shit! Did not know that.
yeah.
Okay.
There's like Hellraiser, Hellraiser 2, Hellraiser: The Journey Continues, Hellraiser pop-up book. I made up those last two, but it's like
He said pop
The
up book.
journey continues.
sounded
It
real,
sounded
right?
legit.
yeah,
That sounded real legit.
That was
off
a
top of the dome,
legit promo right there.
off the
Hellraiser
top of the
promo.
pinhead. But no,
Nice.
I want to watch the trailer. I want to check it out. I don't know
Yeah,
anything about Hellraiser really, other than literally I know everything Disco just said.
Yeah.
That's it.
I haven't seen them in like probably over 10 years, but I do remember being scared by them. So I don't know. Maybe my perspective's changed and since
Yeah.
then, but
It's just
it
a
is a
dude who
pretty
got
creepy
acupuncture.
concept. Yeah, it hit
Yeah,
really bad acupuncture on his
yeah.
face, and
He's just trying to get help.
Yeah. All right. Next up, Amazon has officially announced Blade Runner 2099 live action series, taking place 50 years after the movie Blade Runner 2049. Ridley Scott and the writer of Blade Runner 2049 will be executive producers of this new show. I have not seen Blade Runner 2049. and I don't even know if I'm gonna watch this show.
Is that the one
I
with Ryan Gosling?
Yeah.
yes.
Oh, I did see that. It was okay.
See, with Blade Runner 2049, I attempted to watch it on three separate occasions, but I cannot get past Batista and his little glasses. They make me they make me laugh so hard. He has the smallest glasses on his average to large size head, and I just can't get past it. It's just like all they had to do is get this man bigger glasses, and I just focus on that, and I just have to stop. I can't continue watching the movie after that.
um,
Ah,
Keanu Reeves is returning for a Constantine sequel. Has been confirmed.
Oh yeah,
I
I
really
can't
did
wait.
enjoy. Now I know the Constantine movie was nothing like the Constantine in the comic books, but I really did enjoy that movie. So I'm looking forward to the sequel. Hopefully
Yeah,
it'll
I
be good
wonder.
too.
I wonder if they're gonna try to like continue off of like just some random shit, or they're gonna try to like do something from the comics.
We'll see. Who knows?
Yeah,
The original Constantine movie had nothing to do with the comics, anyways. So
they're gonna bring Shia LaBeouf back.
maybe. A new Karate Kid movie is in the works for 2024. The success of Cobra Kai has led to Sony to revive the film franchise. Speaking of Cobra Kai, I have been watching. I am on season 3 now, I think. I've seen the third movie, and I'm really loving it. This is the greatest sequel live action series from a movie, expanding universe, whatever the fuck you want to
yes,
call it. This
yes,
is the greatest to
it
ever do
really
it.
is. It
It's a
really is.
reboot done well, actually.
Yeah,
Like the
For
creators
once.
of Cobra Kai have so much love for
yeah.
Karate Kid, and it shows. And it's
100%.
so good.
And
I
it's
don't know how I
some
feel
of the
about that.
best dialogue I've ever heard. The characters are so funny. They're so true to themselves. The only thing that's kind of putting me off right now is the constant like
No, we're
especially with
not.
the kids.
No, I'm sorry. I'm interrupting you. I'm shutting down Henry right now. We are
It's
not saying Constantine wrong. I don't care
Constantine.
what they called it in the
Oh, I
what's it
thought
called
you I
show.
thought I said something wrong about Karate Kid.
No, no, you're you're
Okay.
you're good. It's just Henry's coming out here with blasphemy. It's pronounced Constantine. The
Yeah.
person in the show is called Johanna Constantine, who is a spin-off rebooted character of John Constantine. It's pronounced Constantine, sir. Constantine, sir. As a matter of fact,
John
blue doesn't
Constantine.
always mean cold. So what were you saying, Aslam? Go ahead.
Um well, I guess we'll
He
get
brought
into
that back.
Karate Kid later, but yeah, there's like this one thing they keep doing was like each kid goes bad and they get a redemption arc at some point, and I don't know I think it's because I'm binging it and I'm literally seeing it like back to back to back to back, and I've seen it happen like 4 times already, so that's the only thing that's getting annoying, but the rest
Yeah,
of it has been phenomenal.
it's gonna happen another 12 times. It's a
Yep.
flip flop back and forth.
Yep. 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 Yep.
I don't care what he says. The guy who invented the GIF says it's pronounced GIF, but we all know it's GIF. I'm not gonna stop fighting you on this, Henry.
All right, let's continue with the news. We can talk to Henry
Yep.
later. Um, J.J. Abrams' Constantine and Madame Xandu shows dead at HBO Max. The shows have shows to be shopped elsewhere after news of the Keanu sequel. So HBO Max will no longer be producing them, but they could sell them to some other network who wants to uh, produce them or have the shows. They're open to that. I think same thing with something else that they canned that they said they could possibly live somewhere else. I forgot exactly what it was. Oh,
I just
that
want
was
Constantine to have justice. That's all.
yeah. Yep. So that was all my news. Final thoughts, guys?
In terms of that stuff, I mean, the Keanu Reeves movie is okay at best.
I
Um,
never said it was good. I enjoyed it. It had nothing to do with the
yeah, I'm
comic
not.
books,
Yeah,
but
whether people enjoy it or not is like it's a whole nother thing. Like I say it all the time. Just because you like a movie doesn't make it a good movie.
yeah, yeah.
But it's to me, it's okay at best. I would like to see an accurate portrayal of Constantine done somewhere, but it looks like every time they try to do it, we don't get it. So
Did you see
it's
the what's it the tomorrow What's that CW
The show.
show? The
Yeah, if
Tomorrow
it's a
People?
CW
That's
show,
not
no.
Tomorrow People. It's a
I know what you're talking about. DC
that.
Universe Legends of
Yeah,
Tomorrow.
yeah, that
Legends of
one.
Tomorrow. Yeah.
Did you see that, Constantine?
It's the same
Yes.
Constantine from the show Constantine.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
From
I
the
Yeah,
didn't know that.
CW
from the
Constantine. Yeah.
CW Constantine, where it's like I saw like the first episode of that. It was like it's a CW show. It's like give me true Constantine. I don't want to see Keanu Reeves. I don't want to see CW. Give me Constantine's one of the best characters in comics. Just do that.
Was that your final thoughts, Dan?
Yep.
All right, Disco.
Uh, Final thoughts. It's Thursday. Man, I just had a long week. Adulting. I'm
Yeah.
just tired. I need a nap, yo. That's honestly to God, like I'll take one of those.
Yeah. I feel you. All right. My final
To
thoughts.
rest up.
Okay, this episode has been all over the fucking place.
I don't know.
But it's been a lot of fun, and I really enjoyed it. And I enjoyed Andor. Um, Duck, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this last name.
I'm gonna get to the bottom of this.
I'll get to the bottom of this last name, bro. And we gonna find out. We gonna find out.
I
We gonna
hope
find
it's
out the origins.
Theodore Duck the Third. Yo,
Oh, that would be great. All right. Thank you for listening to the Los Wise Guys podcast. If you like what you hear, please go follow us on social media. Like, subscribe, share, rate, review, comment below. Give us those likes. Give us those subscriptions. They are free for you and all the world to us. Help us out very much. And give us your support. Go check out the Los Wise Guys website, and here are our social media tags. Go follow, slide in on DMs. You know what to do. Duck, I want to hear your story, man. All right. Thank you for listening to the Los Wise Guys podcast, and have a great week.